Good morning students. How are you all? Our chapter number 11 constructions is going on and today we will study question number 4th of exercise 11.2. So in our previous videos we had studied exercise 11.2 question number 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 5th 10th class. Now this question number 4th is somewhat different from those concepts. So now recall those questions. In those questions it was given that draw a tangent to given circle of radius so and so centimeter which are at a distance of 5 centimeter or 10 centimeter from the center. That means जो टेंजेंट्स आपको ड्रॉ करने हैं उनके एक्सटीरियर पॉइंट का सेंटर से डिस्टेंस गिवन था आपको. बट रीड आउट दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 4th 10th क्लास. हेयर डिस्टेंस ऑफ एक्सटर्नल पॉइंट फ्रॉम सेंटर इज नॉट गिवन. See, read this question. Draw a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 5 centimeter which are inclined to each other at an angle of 60 degree. Here, distance of external point from center is not given to us. This information is given that both the tangents are inclined to each other at an angle of 60 degree. What do you mean by this line? See, I am making a rough diagram. A circle is given, its radius is given 5 centimeter. Okay. Now you need to draw two tangents and both the tangents must incline to each other at an angle of 60 degree. It means the point where both the tangents will meet each other. At this point they must form an angle of 60 degree with each other. ओके. इंक्लाइन करना मतलब वेयर बोथ द टेंजेंट्स आर मीटिंग, जहाँ दोनों टेंजेंट्स मीट कर रहे हैं दे मस्ट मेक एन एंगल ऑफ 60 डिग्री. नाउ सी, इट इज नोवेयर मेंशन्ड इन दिस क्वेश्चन दैट दिस पॉइंट इज एट व्हाट डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द सेंटर. इट्स डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम सेंटर इज नॉट गिवन. दैट्स व्हाई इट्स अ डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन. It is not based on that same concept. It has some different concept which we have studied in our 10th chapter circles. Okay, what was that concept? Now see, here we have no idea that where to make an angle of 60 degree because this point, external point, is at what distance? It is not given. So in 10th chapter we had studied one concept 10th class. Suppose a circle is given, its center is O. Two radius I have joined, OA and OB. I have drawn two radius and two tangents I have drawn. Suppose they are inclined to each other at point P. Now we know that by tangent radius theorem this angle is 90 degree. By tangent radius theorem this angle is also 90 degree. So in that chapter 10 we had studied that sum of these two angles, angle AOB plus angle APB, their sum must be equal to 180 degree, or we can say that they are supplementary to each other. That means दोनों मिला के 180 degree angle frame कर रहे हैं. Okay. So in this question if it is given that both the tangents are inclined to each other at an angle of 60 degree, it means can't we find, if we'll join center O with point A and B, then can't we find that which angle will be framed here at center? What will be the degree of this angle? So before construction our first concept is to determine angle AOB. So what we will do? We'll find first of all angle AOB. Angle AOB plus, label this point as P, plus angle APB is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because they are forming cyclic quadrilateral, or we can say that their sum is always 180 degree, or you can do that angle A plus angle O plus angle B plus angle P equals to 360 degree. As they are forming quadrilateral angle, some property of quadrilateral you can apply, then you can keep their values as 90-90, then you will get sum of these two angle as 180 degree. But there is no need to do so long because already in 10th chapter we had studied this concept that their sum is equal to 180 degree. So directly we can go with that concept. Now find angle AOB. Angle AOB plus angle APB is already 60 degree, keep value 60 degree is equal to 180 degree. and angle AOB we will get as 180, shifted this side minus 60. So we will get angle AOB as 120 degree. It means at center we can frame an angle of degree 120. Okay. So with the help of this central angle, automatically we will get an angle of 60 degree at the point where both the tangents intersect each other or meet each other. Okay. So let us start this construction. Have you understood how this concept is different? Here it is nowhere mentioned that this external point is at what distance from center 10 class, but it is mentioned that both the angles are inclined, are meeting with each other at an angle of 60 degree. So if here an angle of 60 degree is formed, then what angle will be formed at center? Because center is known to us, ये कहाँ आएगा, but we don't have any idea कि point P कहाँ आएगा. Okay, so at center we can frame an angle of 120 degree. How? This I told you. Okay, in this way we can make an angle of 120 degree at the center. Now let us start. First step is to draw a circle of radius 5 centimeter. Open your compass 5 centimeter and draw a circle. ठीक है, label its center as O. We have labeled its center as O. Let me check it once. Yeah, label its center as O. Now join any one radius. I have joined a radius OA. Now taking OA as base, we need to draw an angle of 120 degree. We need to draw an angle of 120 degree at the center. So taking O as center and open compass up to a standard size, taking O as center, cut an arc like this. Now you know that how to frame an angle of 120 degree. With the same radius, taking this point as center, cut an arc, it is 60 degree. Again with the same radius, taking this point as center, cut one more arc. So we will get an angle of 120 degree. Join center with this new arc and produce it so that it intersects the circle at one point, and label this point as B. So here at center we have framed an angle of 120 degree. We can check it. With the help of compass, we have framed an angle of 120 degree at the center. Now at point A and B, we must form an angle of 90 degree with the help of tangent radius theorem. So at A also will make an angle of 90 degree and at B also will make an angle of 90 degree. Now use your mind at 10 class. This angle is 120. Here will make an angle of 90. At B also will make an angle of 90. So in a quadrilateral, if three angles we have framed properly, then obviously that fourth angle which we will get here, that will be automatically 60 degree. If these angles are correct, तो वो अपने आप correct आएगा ही. So let us start making an angle of 90 degree at A. All of you know how to make an angle of 90 degree with compass. Cut an arc with the same radius. Cut an arc, it is 60 degree with same radius. Cut an arc, again it is 60 degree. Now we will bisect this gap. इस gap को हम bisect करेंगे. With same radius, cut an arc from this arc and from this new arc also we will cut an arc. Now join A with this intersected arc. Okay, this angle will be 90 degree. Same process you have to follow at vertex B. Vertex B पे भी we will make an angle of 90 degree. So at B, make an angle of 90 degrees. So cut an arc. First of all 60 degree, then 120 degree, and then we will bisect this gap. 60 and second arc. Now join it with B. Join this arc with B. Then automatically both these tangents will intersect at a point. Label this point as P. Okay. Now it is the construction of given question. Here we have framed an angle of 120 degree. Here we made an angle of 90 degree and here also. So by angle sum property also this angle must be 60 degree. So let us check it by measurement. Wait a minute. We'll check it by measurement. It must be approximately equal to 60 degree. Wow, it is exactly equal to 60 degree. देखिए, it's exactly equal to 60 degree. It means we are right in doing so. It means our construction is absolutely correct. If it is coming like 59 degree or 61 degree or 58 degree, then also it is right 10th class. Okay. Don't panic कि अपना wrong हो गया. That is also correct. Means in approximation it should be correct. Okay. So in this way we have constructed tangents to a given circle in which it was given that both the tangents are meeting to each other at an angle of 60 degree. Now suppose if question is like this 10th class, draw a pair of tangent to a circle of radius 5 cm which are inclined to each other at an angle of 70 degree in spite of 60 degree if it is given 70 degrees. So what you will do? If they are meeting each other at an angle of 70 degrees, so we will find out which angle will be formed at center. Center पे angle कितना बनेगा? 110 degree because their sum must be equal to 180 degree. डबल मत कर लेना इसका. Their sum must be equal to 180 degree. So at center will frame an angle of 100 degree, 110 degree. That we cannot make with the help of compass. Then you will use protractor directly. अगर कोई ऐसा एंगल आ रहा है जो आप कंपास से फ्रेम नहीं कर सकते, then directly you have to use protractor. That will be more easy for you. Okay. And suppose it is given that both the tangents are inclined to each other at an angle of 90 degree. Then if they are inclined to each other at an angle of 90 degree, then what we will do? If here they are meeting at 90 degree, then at center also they will meet at 90 degree because 90 plus 90 180 degree. So यहाँ भी आप 90 बनाएंगे. At B also you will make 90. At A also you will make a 90. And automatically at P also it will be framed 90 degree. Then we can ask one more question, that which figure do you get in that construction? APBO will be a what? It will be a square. First of all you can say it as rectangle as all the four angles are right angle but adjacent sides are equal. Radii of same circle and length of tangent drawn to external points are equal. So in that case we will get AOBP as square. Okay. So in this way you can get any angle. Okay, both the tangents are inclined to each other at any angle. कोई भी angle आ सकता है. Accordingly you have to frame angle at center. So it is not at all difficult 10th class. You can do it. Okay. Now read out question number 7th. First of all we are doing question number 7 because it is also having easy concept. Question number 6 is totally different from all the concepts, so that we will do separately in a new class. So read out question number 7 is, draw a circle with the help of a bangle. With the help of a bangle you need to draw a circle. What do you mean by this 10th class? It means that center is not known to us. Center is not known to us. हमारे पास center नहीं है. So with the help of a bangle we are drawing a circle. Okay. So with the help of bangle we have drawn a circle. It means its center is not known to us. Now what they are asking is, take a point outside the circle. That means take any point outside the circle. At what distance? It is not mentioned in question. Question में दिया ही नहीं गया. So we can take any point outside circle. Suppose I have taken a point P outside circle. Now construct the pair of tangents from this point to the circle. Now from this point you need to draw tangent to circle. But in question number 1st and 2nd, what we have studied is center must be known to us. Then only we can join this point P with center and then process will be same. It means our priority in this question is to find out center first of all, which we have already studied in 9th class. Have you remembered in 9th class we had studied that if center is not given to us, then how to find out center. So our first step is to find out center in the given circle. So what we will do? We'll label any 3 points on circle A, B, C, or we can draw any 2 non-parallel chords. 10th class हम कोई भी non-parallel chords draw करेंगे. So I am drawing AB and BC. These 2 chords I have drawn. Okay, both are non-parallel chords. You can draw like AC and BD. In this way also you can draw, but both the chords must be non-parallel. Now, what was the concept? How to find out center of circle? We need to draw perpendicular bisector of both the chords. The point where perpendicular bisectors of both the chords will intersect, that point will be center. Have you remembered 9th class concept it is? So we'll keep our compass pointer at B and open it more than half of BC, cut an arc upside as well as downside with same radius, taking C as center, cut arc which will cut your previous arc, join it with dotted lines. First of all join it, okay. Now this same process you have to follow with chord AB. The same process we will follow in chord AB, so that we will get perpendicular bisector of chord AB, taking B as the center and open it more than half of AB, cut an arc. You can open it more so that it will intersect, we'll get a new arc. Now taking A as the center with same radius, cut arc which will obviously cut previous arc. Now join it with dotted lines. The point where both these perpendicular bisectors intersect each other, this point is center of the circle. Okay, so in this way we got center of the circle. Now you can do this question yourself. Now question is, from this external point P, you need to draw tangent to the given circle. So the same process which we have done in our previous questions, join OP. Now draw perpendicular bisector of OP. That new circle will intersect previous circle at 2 distinct points. Join those points with P. You will get tangent to this given circle. So only this concept was new. This question you will do yourself. I had to explain only this concept, that how to find out center of the circle. Can you tell me why this point is considered as center? Because in 9th class we had studied that perpendicular drawn on chord through center bisects the chord. Okay, perpendicular drawn on chord through center bisect the chords. So here you have drawn perpendicular bisector of chord. So perpendicular हो गया. It is bisecting also chord. Then obviously this perpendicular bisector will pass through center. In the same way you have drawn perpendicular bisector of AB. It means this line perpendicular bisector will pass through center. The point where both these perpendicular bisectors intersect each other, that will be automatically center of the given circle. So in this way we can find center of the given circle, but we can also draw tangent to circle without using center, but that is not in our syllabus 10th class. Okay, in our syllabus we have to draw tangent to those circles only in which center is known. If center is not known, then we can find with the help of this method. Okay, so in today's class that's all from my side 10th class. So you have to do question number 4th and 7th from this exercise. Now only 6th question is left, that we will discuss in our next class. Thank you.